What is going on? Welcome to Greg Lewis TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Apple's foldable phone could be out as early as 2026, and it's going to give Samsung and Google and OnePlus and Oppo and everyone else in this market a run for its money, because we're hearing more concrete details. There's more information that's being corroborated through these two leakers, have them be Ice Universe or Ming-Chi Kuo. I guess that's the way you say his name, and other people as well. So let's talk about this. Apple's upcoming foldable phone is expected to have a book-style design with two screens. So it should look kind of like an iPad mini, if you know what that looks like. The inner display is rumored to be 7.76 inches, which is a good size display. It's a little bit larger than the current Galaxy Z Fold 6 on the inside, and then the outside display will be 5.49 inches, which I'll mention in just a little bit. Continuing on with that main display, it may have under-screen camera technology, so it should potentially have a camera that sits underneath the display like Samsung's. We heard Samsung might move away from that in the future, but it looks like Apple's going to potentially take that on for their iPhone Fold. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has described the inner screen as potentially being crease-free, so no crease that you would see in the middle. It makes sense that Apple would probably do something like that. They want their devices to kind of look perfect, and this kind of goes along with that. Feature echoed in several other reports suggesting Apple is working to minimize or eliminate the display crease, possibly in collaboration with Samsung. The outer display is rumored to be 5.49 inches on this outside display, which is smaller than what we got here, with a punch hole camera. You got the punch hole camera on there. So it's probably gonna be short and wide, which I don't mind actually. I think I'd rather have short and wide rather than tall and skinny, me in particular. Regarding the authentications, the article suggests that the device might forego Face ID and instead use a Touch ID sensor integrated with the side button similar to iPod models. Other reports also indicate Touch ID is more likely than under-display Face ID for the first foldable iPhone due to technical challenges and space constraints. I just want to preface that I have heard through different rumors they might use Face ID. I know what I'm saying right here, saying it will get rid of it, but Face ID might be under that main display, under camera display on there. So you still might get it. You might not though. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on this. As of right now, it's leaning more towards not having it, and then you'd have to use a fingerprint to unlock the phone, which I'd be completely fine with, but Face ID works amazing on the iPhone. The rear camera system is to use dual lenses, so two cameras on the back instead of the three that you usually get on most cameras and phones. The device is rumored to launch next year, aka 2026, with a premium price of around $2,000. So where do I see this going? I see it going to the moon. I really see this phone being one of the biggest sellers for iPhone in a long time, meaning, you know, they've had new phones like the Mini, they're gonna have the Air, which I think will sell well too. But I think between the Air and this phone, I think this phone is gonna do a crazy amount of sales. Even at $2,000, there's gonna be a lot of people that buy this phone and forego having to and wanting to buy a tablet. This will be their everything. And it makes sense that this is gonna be one heck of a device from Apple and sell a lot and give Samsung and everyone else a run for their money, and it's gonna push this foldable industry to the next level. It's gonna make everybody within the folding market better. This is great news. As much as it potentially could take away sales from Samsung and Google and Oppo and all these other companies, it's also gonna make them do better and be more creative and just create a awesome, better product. Not more to say than that. So let me know your thoughts about an iPhone Fold in the comments down below. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.